Hi, today we're at Sleebeck Park Estate. This was a lucky one because we've come down to go somewhere else and it's got an open day. And in front of me you can see the old church. Now this church was the predecessor of St John's Sleebeck, which we previously filmed, which is also abandoned. The one here is now a controlled ruin, and again it was associated with the Knights of St John, who were Crusaders. And there's a lot of things to do with them around here. I haven't got the full history, but the man was telling us they found a Crusader's sword on one of the islands, which is now in St Fagan's Museum. And there's also the ruins of a tower there. This is lovely. I've been wanting to come here for ages, and every time there's been an open day, it's been on a Saturday and I've been working. Wow, what a beautiful building. I'm going to take lots of pictures after. Should we go inside? There's lots of really old graves too. Oh, I love it. Look, this is ancient wood. What's it say? A relic of the famous yew which grew in Sleebeck churchyard. Its circumference was 16 feet 8 inches. And the Cambrian Archaeological Association, on their visiting tour, expressed its opinion that its age was at least 1,000 years. So that was a 1,000-year-old yew tree that grew here. Don't stand under there, there's a nest and there's bird poo. Wow, this is lovely. So this is underneath the tower. And I'm guessing this must be a holy water stoup. If you turn around, just get a little look at the bird nest. I think they've actually left. But you can see the stonework around the door too. Let's have a look in. Oh, it's quite big. I thought it was a really small church. It's bigger than I expected. So you've got the old holy water font there. Look. Very photogenic. Somebody's put apples in there. Wow. You can see the other side of the tower. There's windows in the top. We did see an old bell outside, and I'm guessing it probably comes from there. I'll make sure I get a picture of the bell later. Look. What beautiful stonework. You can see there's another niche here. Some kind of niche. And there's a hole in here with a supporting bar. That's quite modern, so they're looking after it. But the stonework's beautiful. I can't remember when it's abandoned. If I knew we were coming here, I honestly would have done some research, but I thought it was shut. And there's a spiral staircase, which you can actually go up because somebody has taken the plank off. Do you think maybe it's not a good idea? There's too many people for the open day. Very tempting.
Think about it.
Yeah, it's very tempting. That's lovely. There's an old fireplace at the bottom, and then you've got the beautiful arch and the two circular windows. I think, do you reckon they would have been stained glass? I think they probably would have been. It's a much bigger church than I was expecting. I've only seen pictures by a local photographer. So this must be the chancel arch, I think. It's really hard to tell. And do you think the altar? Yeah, the altar probably would have been here, wouldn't it? Or is that the altar? It looks like, I'm guessing there's also going to be a fantastic view out of that window. That may have been the altar, but you would have thought it was in the centre. Oh, yes. Lovely. Tide's out. I can see some of the really old graves out of there too. We'll go around and have a look at them. There's a little wooden cross there. Oh, I love it. I can't believe our luck. Okay. Shot of up the tower. Those steps are tempting me. I know it'd be really naughty.
You could try and take the camera up there.
And you could just pretend I wasn't there.
Yeah.
If somebody comes. Of course I haven't got a torch and they look quite warm.
Looks like somebody had a wedding here as well.
Well, yeah, I guess I guess they would have been staying in the hotel. They'd actually do weddings here in the hotel, so shame the big house is empty. There is a big mansion here, but it's actually empty. It's supposedly not derelict and they keep it heated, but it's completely empty. We looked in and it was stripped. Needs restoration, but as the gentleman said, nobody's got money to take on a project like that these days. That's lovely. I do like this bit. I love the stonework. There's certainly lots of photo opportunities to take afterwards. So I'm guessing this would have been the bit for the chapel for the rich people, because rich people parts always had the fireplace so that they could listen to the church service in comfort. It's a nice piece of stone there. There's quite a lot of different stone in it, because you've got the red brick and then higher up you've got the stone. It's quite strange. And you can see it was plastered at one time. I'm very excited by the church. I was boring Colin all the way here talking about this place, not knowing that we'd be able to come and see it. Shall we have a look at the outside? Or shall I try that staircase naughtily? I can hear geese.
I'll give you the camera and you can try it. If you can get up there.
Without my bags. Let me know if someone's coming. And I've got a dress on too, which is really not good. Hang on, let's see if I can put the light on and the camera. There we are, that helps a little. Oh my god, it's pitch dark in here. Ugh. There's no handles and it is really dark. Oh my god, I'm going to be filthy. Ugh. Oh wow. Oh, this is cool. Best ever. Wow. Moss on the floor. Look at that. I've got up the tower. I can't believe it. I have actually got vertigo, as usual. That's amazing. There would have been a roof on it, as you can see. Oh my god. I'm not going to walk across there because I don't know how stable the floor is. But that is really cool. If only I'd had a torch. And you can see the spiral stairs going back down. I attempted to come back up here again with my camera. And you can see, I'm being very cautious. Why did I wear a dress? That is amazing. Right, I shall pause this and I'm going to take my camera up. We're going to have a look at the thing. Is that on? There's a plaque here. Sir William Hamilton and Catherine Lazy Hamilton. You can't really read it. Volcanologist, art connoisseur and expert in classical vases, and his first wife, who died in Naples and her body was brought back here for burial, William promised that he would be buried beside her. So I assume they would have been somewhere under there. That must be the remains of the grave. It's a beautiful yew tree. Oh God, I'm filthy wrapping up that towel. The other graves are over there. I think these look pretty old too. Oh, this is the back wall of that one with the fireplace. Some nice stonework round there. Oops. Mine is a root, I just clipped on it. Oh, these are good, they're really old. Isabella somebody, 1820. And a tiny little one. Looks like it says Martha Newt, 1837. Oh, that's horrible. That was Martha Newt as well. Oh no, it's William. William's son. It's a family area. William, son of John and Martha Newt, who after a long and painful illness, which he bore with the most Christian fortitude, resigned his spirit to the hands of God. July the 16th, 1811, I think. Age 22. That's very sad. So they've all the Newts. That's a very unusual surname. And that's the daughter of John and Martha Newt. Ross in Balston Parish. We've got a nice view of the outside of the church here. I really didn't realise there was that much. Don't step on the grave. That's so worn you can't possibly see the date. Someone else is looking at the church now. It's a nice view. There's another really old stone that's been split in half. I'll have a look. Without walking on anybody. R.B. Phillips, 1827. They're all very early 1800s, aren't they? They're really old. Some have fallen. Quite young, another 21 year. George Curry, 1814. It's a shame you can't see what some of them are, although it looks like it's actually sunk. And somebody. They do look like they've sunken or fallen. That might say 1707. What do you think? If it's 17.
I can't tell.
17 something 7. Still really, really old.
It's old grey now.
Oh, I don't just. Oh, the feel by this tree. I bet there's a whole load that buried, don't you? There's probably a whole load that have been forgotten or buried. What a lovely spot. If you were to, don't step in, it's sunken in. That's lovely, the whole view. Oh, I wonder if that must be, that's what the man was telling us about. See on the other side there? That must be on that island, the peninsula. That's the base of the circular tower of the Knights of St John. You can just see the base of a circular wall. he did say it was joined to the land by a narrow spit. So that's where they had one of their bases. Amazing history. I wonder where the island was that they're supposed to be buried on. Have a look at those graves. I just saw a cormorant a minute ago. It was quite marshy down there. I think this is more interesting than the craft fair will probably be, which is the main reason we actually came, just so we could see this church. Wow. I'm going to take some more pictures of the outside. There's some really old graves here and there. I can't read the inscriptions, they're too old and worn.
Take a look down there.
We've already been that way, haven't we?
See a bit of the view.
Yeah. There are more people around as well now. I think that's one of those sep mushrooms that's edible and quite rare. I'm sure it's a sep. Wow, that was excellent. This is super atmospheric. There's a really old grave. And I can read that. 1729. I think it's some of the oldest we've found. I like the way the old language is in the writing. Usually the spellings and the lettering changes. That is lovely with the vines growing all over it. I can't believe this place. Oh, I've just seen an old tomb. I don't really want to go tramping through the ivy to get it. There's some more graves. That one's got a skull. Like a memento mori. 1730. I can't read the name, unfortunately. It could be Robert, maybe. And there's an old one on the ground. The more you look, the more there is to see. Look at these really old graves. Oh, this one was a servant at Pickled Castle. Mary. I'd really love to walk out on that peninsula to the tower foundations.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that you can. In fact, it looks like it might be cut off by a mud flat. Wow. Oh, there's a bench there. So maybe you can walk out to the tower foundation. Imagine that.
I think when the river's up, they got a boat, I reckon.
Yeah.
You can walk out there.
Yeah, that's still amazing to think that there was a Crusaders
They
tower.
had a boat there, see?
Yeah.
On that deck, okay?
Yeah. Wow.
And the tide's in. Must look fantastic.
You can't imagine it, that actually being, you know, knights in armour and stuff. And there's that many photo opportunities. And you can definitely see. I wonder where the island was, where I thought the Crusaders were supposed to be buried. I'll have to do major research when I get back. I actually think this building's much nicer than the main house. I reckon that was probably the stable block, because they used to have really elaborate stable blocks, but I think that's nicer than the main house, which, apart from looking a bit shabby, it's quite plain.
That's the main house.
Yeah. I think the stable block with the crenellations is nicer. We're still on the Sleebeck estate and there's a public footpath, and we've spotted this enclosure and I can see a bit of a wall inside. So we're going to have a look. Gates open. You can see that there would have been a stream down here, but it's so dry. I wonder what it is. Oh, this is cool. It's quite small. Do you reckon hunting kennels? There's a roof on it at one time.
Yeah, some shed.
Maybe hunting kennels or something, because it's obviously not to do with the church, because it's on the opposite side to the church. But it's more than a shed. Pigsty? Do you think that looked like it may have been a fireplace? And there's some black on the wall there, so possibly a fireplace. So that looks to me like that was a fireplace. Oh, here's a piece of lovely carved stone. Bit fancy to be a pigsty. Nice stone, isn't it? Not wood.
That's not wood.
That was, whatever this was, it was quite fancy.
Well, where it comes from, I don't know.
So it must have come off this building. There's a bit of a quarry as well. That's quite nice. And there's a little gate round the other side, so possibly dog kennels. Not the stables, because they're next to the house. My skirt. That was close. What do you think's in there? The step's gone. I can't get up there with this.
Oh, yeah.
Ow. I can if I put it down.
Dog kennels. These are dog kennels.
Dog kennels.
Yeah.
Well, they would have had hounds, wouldn't they?
The hounds, yeah.
Pretty smart dog kennels.
And
I like the circular.
about 3 of them.
Yeah. They're like the ones out of the Glasney. Well, it's worth coming up that little path to see them. Let me just take a picture of that little. I like that circular bit. So even the dog kennels are pretty fancy. It's very prickly up here. If you've got a skirt on, it's prickly. Right, let's hop back down. Ow! Stinging nettle.
That's silly coming up here like that.
So you can now see round to the stable block, which is where we've come from, and the big house is behind it. That's where they're having a craft fair, and we've managed to get onto this peninsula where This was supposedly the Crusaders' base. I don't know where the island is, which they were said to be buried on. Oh, it's marshy. Colin thinks that it's going to be too boggy for us to get across to the Crusaders' tower site. And my shoes are leaking because I've worn... Oh, there's something up here. It's a grave. I've worn really, really old shoes which are worn out, which was foolish, but I didn't know I was coming here. Oh, could be a dog graveyard. There's a picture of an animal. That's a cow. Is that a cow or dog? No. I can't read it. Can you read it? Can't read it. Oh, it is for dog. My faithful friend and constant companion. 1849. Perhaps it was a hunting dog. Oh, I love dog graveyards. My ever dear and faithful companion, Queenie, 1910. You can't beat a good dog graveyard. I respect the dogs. Tainton something? Bertram. That says 2012. And then there's these ones that have fallen. 2011, our beloved Westy Pigling. So yeah, it's a dog graveyard. Oh, lucky we came over here. Even though I have wet feet. Are there any more through there? Or was it just an island? So we had, ouch, there's Holly. Oh, there's some more. So we haven't found Crusaders' graves, but we found dog graves. It looks like there's one more stone here, right at the end. And it's too worn out. No, it's too worn out, you can't see, that's a shame. But I imagine it's another dog grave. We can come down here. This is fun. Try not to step in the swamp. Right, there's Crusaders Island ahead. Oh, watch out, there's a nice stream, because we're kind of in the estuary. What river is this? Do you know what river it is?
No, I don't.
Neither do I.
That's come out by bloody Sherwood Castle.
I know on the other side is that other big house.
Yeah, it would come out Sherwood
Yeah.
Castle, I'm sure.
I know that on the other side there's that other big mansion that was on TV. I think it was on Restoration Man. And it's somewhere on the other side of the river here. And I can't remember what it's called. But this man started doing it up and he managed to complete one wing and then he ran out of money, which is usually what happens. I've seen a church that's for sale for 75,000, which even I could afford if I sold my house. But I couldn't afford to convert it or deal with the damp issue, unfortunately. And I haven't checked my lottery ticket from last night, but I have little hope. But I would love to save something. But my building list to save gets ever longer. Oh, this is nice. So this is the island where the Crusaders had their outpost. I can't believe it. You imagine all those years ago. Gosh. So where this bench is the site of a tower. Oh, you can see. There's the foundations on this side. You can see, yeah. And we're now inside the tower. This is very awesome. It's suddenly got super windy, so I hope you can hear me. Look at that. Wow. And here you can see the boundary walls of the tower. There's a nice smell of the sea. I didn't believe we'd get onto here. And over there is the wall of the cemetery where we explored the church and the big house in the distance. I hope you've enjoyed our unexpected visit to Sleebeck Park. This has been wonderful, I've loved it, and it's been somewhere I've really wanted to see for such a long time because it's so steeped in history. So thank you for watching, bye!